Guys, good evening. Firstly, am I audible? Guys, am I audible? I'm not able to hear you. If I'm audible to you, kindly write it in the comment section, guys, or raise your hands. But I'm not able to hear your voice at all. Why is that?
I'm audible, sir.
Yes, Bhagat. Yes. Okay, guys.
Okay.
You guys are audible. Okay. That's fine. How are you guys? How's your studies going on?
Sir, it's going good.
Okay, Karan. That's great.
But I am facing lots of problem of while reading Indian polity.
Okay. Okay.
Hi sir, actually I just moved to Chennai just now sir, just today only sir. That's why I cannot be able to recollect some things what have been mentioned sir. That's why.
Okay. Okay.
So I mean I'll I'll make my potential best from tomorrow I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's great. There are a couple of things. Today we are having our first hackathon. So let's see what is this hackathon in the first place. Before we see that, let us open the whiteboard. So there is a couple of things. The first thing is we were actually we came across a very good Reddit post today, and we know these things. They have not written something new. Uh, this is the second hackathon. I will explain you guys what's hackathon. But there is something called as we have taken a couple of decisions. Firstly, we'll understand this what it is, the knowledge, utility, problem versus knowledge, gap, problem.
Sir, your screen is not visible, sir.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I forgot to. I do this always. It must be visible now.
Sir, I'm asking about how to write the answers, or what is the strength, or what is the scope of answer writing?
Yes, Karan, that's
Because
absolutely good.
if you don't if any student don't read any content, he understand or he don't write any answer.
Yes, Karan, that's a very good question, Karan. So we will discuss about that today. How to write answers. So there are few steps, Karan. Firstly, you'll step number one. You will let us close this. Step number one, you will read the material, right? For instance, you said you are weak in polity, Indian polity, so you will be reading the fundamental rights chapter or DPSP chapter, and after a couple of days, you will reread it, right? You will reread it again. Now you read it twice. Now you can reread it again. Otherwise, the other option is you will make notes now. You'll start making notes. And there are various ways to make these notes, but you'll be usually making notes in a creative manner. So we have discussed in various webinars how to make these creative notes. But one way is you'll be doing mostly mind map notes or flow chart notes, because you are again writing the same sentences in the notes. The notes is what? It's a cue, a visual cue. Just by reading, instead of writing the Article 17, it, uh, uh, it abolishes untouchability, and instead, rather than writing the Nagaraj versus I quote Mysore High Court case, you just write few phrases here, which will help your brain to retrieve or to recall or to remember the entire concept. This is the way, scientific way of making notes. Again, we have discussed this and we'll discuss in future webinars as well these things. Now once you have done this, now the next step would be to revise these notes. Once or twice you will revise it, and there are the scientific way to revise notes is you will be doing basically speed reading, and you will be doing visualizing, right? So once you have done all these things, now you are fit for writing an answer. So what the aspirants do, they skip all this, and they attempt to write an answer. And obviously, when they have skipped all these cognitively important steps, you'll write mediocre answers. And if you write mediocre answers, you'll get mediocre marks. So it is not a one step process, it is rather a culmination of various cognitive activities writing good answer. So that's why this this problem which we are discussing becomes important, and that is why we conduct these hackathon webinars. So we will be having these webinars more regularly, and one decision which we have taken is every day, at least every day, we try to let us try to have these live webinars, because we have a lot to talk about, we have a lot to teach you guys about. We have a lot of knowledge stream, because that's our job. We read research papers, multiple textbooks, right? When you're reading one textbook, we have a team of people who are reading multiple books, multiple textbooks. So that's why, and we want to share that with you guys, right? We want your answers to stand out compared to other aspirants answers. That's why we will have at least for 30 if it, even if it is for 30 minutes, we would want to have that every single day. We would have these flipped classes, right? Flipped classes we would have every day. And hackathons, we will have at least 3 hackathons every week, right? So coming to this knowledge utility problem versus knowledge gap problem, what is this knowledge gap problem? Firstly, you feel that sometimes the knowledge you are having is not enough, right? You have to read more materials, you have to read more stuff, but this is not the problem, guys. What the problem is of knowledge utility problem. You are what you are having already. You are having NCRTs you have read, or you are reading basic books. You are reading. You're right. You are having. You attend these flipped classes and current affairs. You are doing newspaper from either you're reading the newspaper or doing the daily news analysis, and you are doing the optional notes as well. So you are doing all these things, and this much is enough, guys. This massive pool of knowledge is sufficient to write decent answers. So what you are lacking is not you specifically. You guys are doing well, but what lot of aspirants are lacking is they're not training the brain in the most important aspect. That is, you have to train your brain to retrieve. That is retrieval practice. You need to do every single day. Every single day you have to do retrieval practice. That is, how do you apply, how do you frame that information, right? The simple information, like Buddha had left his palace in search of truth of life, basic elementary NCRT, right? But the way you use it, the way you frame it, where you apply it, where you plug it, it depends on your, that is, knowledge utility problem, right?
Sir, sorry for interrupting. For main answer writing, सर होता क्या है ना सर कि मेंस आंसर राइटिंग के लिए जब तक कोई अगर कोई बच्चा अगर पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक जैसे कि पॉलिटी का डीपीएसपी या फिर फंडामेंटल राइट या पार्लियामेंट्री सिस्टम अगर उन्होंने नहीं पढ़ा है तो पहले बात तो कंटेंट नहीं रहेगा तो वो तो लिख नहीं पाएगा है ना सर।
Absolutely correct.
हाँ, उसके बाद फिर इंट्रोडक्शन में हमें क्या क्या चीजें ऐड करनी पड़ेगी, हमें की टर्म्स ऐड करना पड़ेगा कॉन्टेक्स्ट में, और फिर रिसेंट न्यूज में अगर कोई द हिंदू या इंडियन एक्सप्रेस में कोई रिसेंट न्यूज चल रही है तो उसमें अगर हम आप डालते हैं उसमें कुछ इंट्रोडक्शन में, या फिर पॉलिटी वाइज से अगर आर्टिकल उसमें ऐड कर देते हैं तो हमारा आंसर और भी बेहतर हो जाता है।
बिल्कुल
हाँ, उसका फिर बॉडी में हम अपने अगर पॉलिटी सेक्शंस है तो हम अगर असेंबली असेंबली से है तो उसमें अगर लोकसभा राज्यसभा से है तो उसमें, या फिर कोई ज्योग्राफी सेक्शन से है तो उसमें मैप और मतलब कि आंसर्स को प्रेजेंटेशन हम बढ़िया कर सकते हैं पॉइंट वाइज में और सब हेडिंग के रूप में, शॉर्ट पैराग्राफ में, एग्जांपल्स के थ्रू, डायग्राम्स के थ्रू, है ना सर?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
आई एम राइट सर?
यू आर एब्सोल्युटली राइट करण, यू आर एब्सोल्युटली राइट, वही करना है। एंड ये
हाँ हाँ, क्योंकि 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 मैं एक मेंटर के अंदर हूँ।
हाँ जी हाँ जी, बोलिए।
4 टाइम्स मेंस क्वालिफाई किया, 2 बार इंटरव्यू भी उन्होंने दिया है, 2 बार 4 बार वो मेंस क्वालिफाइड है और 2 टाइम्स इंटरव्यू भी दिए हैं। वो दृष्टिया इसके टीचर भी रह चुके हैं और वो मेरे मेंटर है, तो उन्होंने मुझे मतलब वो गाइड करते हैं मुझे किस तरीके से पढ़ना है, किस तरीके से आंसर राइटिंग का अप्रोच होना चाहिए। तो आप भी एक टीचर हैं, आपके अनुसार क्या लगा सर, मेंस आंसर राइटिंग के लिए जो मैंने डिटेल बताई वो सही है कि गलत है?
बट आई हैव नॉट सीन योर आंसर्स, राइट? आज देखेंगे आपका आंसर्स हैकेथॉन सेशन में, यू विल बी राइटिंग लाइव आंसर्स एंड हम लाइव इवैल्यूएट करेंगे, तब हमको पता चलेगा
सर
आप कैसे, आपका प्रिपरेशन
सर
कैसा है।
लाइव लाइव आंसर्स तो अभी लिखने का उस तरीके से नहीं है सर, क्योंकि हमारा सिलेबस उस तरीके से नहीं हो पाया, क्योंकि आई एम वर्किंग प्रोफेशन के साथ में वर्क कर रहा हूँ
हाँ, तो
एज ए
एग्जैक्टली क्वेश्चन क्या
लोकेलिटी,
है?
लोकल एरिया पे वर्क करता हूँ। क्वेश्चन ये है सर कि कंटेंट रहने के बाद ही आंसर राइटिंग हो पाएगी। तो कंटेंट अगर कोई पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक अगर आप दे देते हैं तो उससे रीड करके लिखने की ट्राई करूंगा।
व्हाट वी तो देयर आर 375 प्लस सब टॉपिक्स है, राइट, यूपीएससी मेंस में। सो इफ आई गिव
जी
यू
सर।
वन कंटेंट, मैं आपको कंटेंट दे दूं, है ना,
जी
अब
सर।
यू
हम्म,
वर्सेस अदर एस्पिरेंट्स, मतलब एस्पिरेंट्स हमारे, सो विद अस वी हैव मणिपाल हियर, वी हैव विजय राघवन हियर, वो भी वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल्स ही हैं। सो
हाँ सर,
अभी
मैं
हम
आपसे
आपको,
झूठ
अगर हम खुद आपको कंटेंट दे देंगे, राइट, ये
मैं
दिस इज
आपको
नॉट
झूठ क्या
राइट।
बोलूंगा सर,
कंटेंट
मैंने
अवेलेबल है,
प्रिपरेशन,
फ्रीली अवेलेबल है, टेलीग्राम पे अवेलेबल है, गूगल पे अवेलेबल है, यूट्यूब पे अवेलेबल है।
मेरा ज़्यादा समय नहीं हुआ है और मेरी 2 अटेम्प्ट है।
तो द प्रोसेस वी वांट, देयर इज अ प्रोसेस ऑफ राइटिंग बेटर आंसर्स। आपको यू हैव टू रीड मल्टीपल बुक्स पढ़ के, मल्टीपल सोर्सेस से, यू हैव टू डेवलप समथिंग कॉल्ड एज, उस नॉलेज, उस कॉन्सेप्ट के बारे में विजडम डेवलप करना होगा, एंड फ्रॉम दैट विजडम बेटर आंसर्स फ्रेम होंगे। तो ये प्रोसेस है, दिस इज द प्रोसेस करण।
हाँ सर, एक दिन में तो नहीं होगा, एक दिन में तो नहीं होगा, लेकिन एक दिन जरूर होगा, क्योंकि हम लोग आंसर्स को पहचानेंगे, क्वेश्चन का डिमांड को समझेंगे, प्लस में सब्जेक्ट को इंटरलिंक करना सीखेंगे तो ज़्यादा बेहतर हम लोग को। अभी तो स्टार्टिंग है, मेरा तो 2 से 2.5 महीना ही हुआ है, जिसमें मैं इंडियन पॉलिटी अभी पढ़ रहा हूँ, मतलब स्टार्ट ही किया हूँ, लाइक 10 to 12 चैप्टर्स तक कर लिया हूँ। तो उसमें थोड़ा सा इंग्लिश मीडियम से है तो थोड़ा समझने में थोड़ी दिक्कत होती है, लेकिन वन वन रीडिंग अभी कर रहा हूँ, बाकी फिर अगर 4 to 5 टाइम्स रीड हो जाएगी तो ज़्यादा बेहतर वो अंडरस्टैंड हो जाएगी।
होगा, वो धीरे धीरे होगा, धीरे धीरे होगा करण।
क्योंकि सर, हाँ, क्योंकि प्रैक्टिस मेक्स मैन परफेक्ट सर, प्रैक्टिस नहीं करेंगे तो कुछ हो भी नहीं पाएगा।
यस, तो कमिंग टू दिस नॉलेज यूटिलिटी प्रॉब्लम, तो यूटिलिटी में यू आर ऑलरेडी हैविंग सो मच नॉलेज, उसको व्हाट वी गाइस आर नॉट डूइंग इज, वी आर नॉट ट्राइंग टू रिट्रीव इट एवरी डे। उसको रिट्रीव करने की कोशिश करना है, कैसे, बाय
Sorry
थिंकिंग
to
करना है,
interrupt, sir.
एंड उसके बारे में ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग करना है, एंड दिस इज द फर्स्ट थिंग। वो कैसे करना है, वी विल बी डूइंग इन दी लाइव हैकेथॉन क्लासेस, लाइव आंसर राइटिंग में हम करेंगे ही करेंगे। सेकेंड थिंग इज, this is an important practice which you guys, I want you guys to do every day, that is, I want you guys to do consolidation every day, right? No issues
So
Karan,
can you
okay,
please
you
repeat?
can always ask me
Hello,
questions, but इस topic में रहते हैं, you can ask me questions, you can
sir.
interrupt me, you guys all of you can interrupt me। so consolidation करना है आपको,
Hello.
consolidation कैसे करना है I will tell you। यू स्टडीड फॉर 5 और 5 समवेयर बिटवीन 5 to 10 hours आपने पढ़ा है पूरा दिन फ्रॉम मल्टीपल सोर्सेस. आपने नोट्स भी बनाया है, यू वॉच सम लेक्चर्स, राइट, पीडीएफ से पढ़ा है आपने. वॉट एवर यू स्टडीड दैट डे, कीप अ टाइमर ऑफ 25 minutes बिफोर यू कॉल इट अ डे. 25 minutes का टाइमर रखना है एंड जस्ट राइट इट, जो भी आपने सीखा है ना. राइट करने की कोशिश कीजिए, माइंड मैप्स उसके बनाने की कोशिश कीजिए, उसके डायग्राम्स बनाने की कोशिश कीजिए. डू दिस थिंग सो यू डोंट हैव नॉलेज गैप प्रॉब्लम. वो किसी को नहीं होता है. प्रॉब्लम यही है, यू आर नॉट ट्राइंग टू रिट्रीव इट, यू आर नॉट ट्राइंग टू फ्रेम इट, यू आर नॉट ट्राइंग टू रिकॉल इट, you are not trying to push your brain to do some things like connect the dots. You are not asking your brain to connect the dots. You are not forcing your brain to structure an answer, right? So this is where true improvement lies. ये आपको रोज करना है. You have to do it every day, and this is the thing your mind needs is exam में. I've seen people, they study for 80% of the day and revision ही नहीं हो रहा है, right? Revision करना है, उससे ज्यादा क्या करना है, दिस रिट्रीवल प्रैक्टिस करना है. एंड रिट्रीवल प्रैक्टिस तो इस हैकेथॉन सेशन में हम करेंगे, बट आई वांट यू टू डू इट एटलीस्ट 25 minutes नहीं हो रहा है, 10 minute ही करो. At the end of the day karo when you are exhausted, right, when you are read everything. So that's it guys. So welcome to the hackathon. Hackathon में क्या होगा, एक यूपीएससी एग्जाम्स क्या है, यूपीएससी एग्जाम्स इज अ कॉन्टेस्ट, राइट. ये
Hello,
एक
sir.
कॉन्टेस्ट है, एक टूर्नामेंट है, राइट. यू आर कम्पीटिंग विद
Hello.
अदर प्लेयर्स, अदर यूपीएससी एस्पिरेंट. तो ये कॉन्टेस्ट कब होगा, आइदर व्हेन यू आर गिविंग एन ऑल इंडिया टेस्ट सीरीज, तब होगा this simulation of this contest. Nahi to you're giving your prelims examination, right now, nahi to you're giving your mains examination, tabhi ye contest hoga, right? You're competing live this, so we want to simulate it, है ना. अभी सिमुलेट करते हैं. सो वी विल बी गिविंग यू सम क्वेश्चंस, आप उसके बारे में आंसर्स लिखोगे एंड वी विल टेल व्हाट इज द राइट वे टू राइट द आंसर. सही तरीका क्या है उस क्वेश्चन को आंसर करने में. सो वी विल डू टू 7 to 8 क्वेश्चंस टुडे. So question number 1 guys, be ready and questions लिखिए and share it on the WhatsApp. उसको लाइव देख खोल के देखते हैं आपने कैसे लिखा है, right? So question number 1. So let me open the questions. Right. Question number 1 है guys. Question number 1. Write an introduction. आपको इंट्रो लिखना है. Write an introduction for a question. क्वेश्चन यही है, इंट्रो लिखना है आपको एक क्वेश्चन के लिए. क्वेश्चन यही है, डिस्क्राइब the importance of the preamble of the Indian Constitution, right? ये क्वेश्चन है. इसको आपको आप में इसमें आपको सिर्फ इंट्रोडक्शन लिखना है. इंट्रोडक्शन, लेट अस टेक इट फॉर 12.5 मार्कर, दैट इज समवेयर बिटवीन 2 सेंटेंसेस से 4 सेंटेंसेस आप लिखोगे, समवेयर बिटवीन दिस, राइट. एंड इस आपने आपके लिखने के बाद लेट अस सी इसमें व्हाट आर द वेरियस टाइप्स ऑफ इंट्रोडक्शंस वी कैन राइट, है ना, एंड व्हाट आर सम ऑफ द रूल्स of writing the introduction. We will look at all of this, but let us open the clock. Timer भी लगाते हैं. Don't start writing now. मैं बोलूँगा तभी लिखना है इसको. Let us take okay. I will give you first question है. 4 minutes would be too much. 3 minutes दूंगा, ठीक है. What's happening? I don't want focus session. Timer चाहिए. Okay. 3 minutes का टाइमर है. I want you guys to begin now.
So one small doubt, sir. We just want to write only intro, no, sir, right?
Only intro, only introduction, Vijay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, guys, I think it's time. Oh no, it's time, guys. So introduction is everything in answer writing, right? So that's why we emphasize introduction is very important. इसलिए तो Sarah, we spoke about you can send me the answers in the WhatsApp. By then I will give you some rules, right? Some rules हो गया, some rule of thumb है ना, some techniques or tricks of writing better answer, better introductions, right? uh, the firstly the length, you can ask me the length. Length होना चाहिए as we said two sentences to four sentences, उससे ज़्यादा each sentence में somewhere between 6 to 9 words, not more than that. So we are defining everything. So 2 sentences to 4 sentences होना चाहिए your introduction. Then avoid, you have to avoid something. क्या avoid करना है? Defining the basic terms like a dictionary, don't define it. डिफाइन नहीं करना है, क्या करना है मैं बताऊंगा अभी. वी हैव एन एल्गोरिथम, हमारे पास एक एल्गोरिथम है. वी हैव डिस्कस दिस सेवरल टाइम्स कैसे होना चाहिए, बट वी हैव अ डिफाइंड एल्गोरिथम नाउ टुडे. ओके, डोंट डिफाइन, बस डिफाइन नहीं करना है. यू हैव टू डू समथिंग एल्स. वो क्या करना है, क्या करना है? यू हैव टू प्रिफर गिविंग द BPT, that is you have to do big picture thinking. ये करना है आपको, राइट, rather than just mechanically defining it. मैकेनिकल नहीं होना है. वो ये सब कैसे करना है अभी देखेंगे. विल राइट इट. देन द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, यू आर सेटिंग. इंट्रोडक्शन में क्या होता है, व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन इंट्रोडक्शन, यू आर सेटिंग अप समथिंग. यू आर टेलिंग द evaluator that whatever I'm mentioning here I will write it in the answer. That's what you have to do introduction mein. So the most important thing is consistency. Okay, that is the tone which you are writing in the introduction, it should match the rest of the answer. They say no, what is interlink करना है, interlinking करना है आपको, interlinkages करना है. This is one of the factor. That the tone should match. So what are these? I just told some things, but इसको how do you put it across, है ना? Practically कैसे करना है? So we have something called as an algorithm है हमारे पास. It is called as ICR. ICR.
सर थोड़ा स्क्रीन ऊपर कर दीजिएगा.
So this ICR, हाँ Karan, you are asking something?
सर आई एम आस्किंग प्लीज अपर द स्क्रीन. आप कर दीजिए थोड़ा स्क्रीन ऊपर.
स्क्रीन ऊपर लूँ?
बिकॉज जस्ट हाँ, क्योंकि अभी मैं राइट लिखने के असमर्थ हूँ, क्योंकि मैं जॉब पे हूँ ना, इसलिए. तो मैं स्क्रीनशॉट ले लूंगा,
सर
तो उससे
बिल्कुल.
मेरा काम हो जाएगा.
नो नीड फॉर स्क्रीनशॉट में हम आपको सेंड कर देंगे दिस डॉक्यूमेंट.
सर पीडीएफ का फॉर्म में मिल जाएगा सारा कुछ?
बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल मिल जाएगा आपको.
ओके 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 ओके.
चित्रा मैम आर यू हियर?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, we'll send it to Karan as well. ठीक है?
Yes, sir. I'll send it. Let Karan send it to me, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Karan, you'll get it. Don't worry. So we have an.
Okay, sir. I will listen properly only.
Okay, thank you, Karan. Thank you so much. आप कहाँ से हो, Karan?
I'm from Jharkhand, Bokaro district.
Okay, ठीक है. I've never been to Jharkhand. I'm right now, and I'm from
Sir,
Bangalore right now.
which district, sir? Which district are you from in Jharkhand?
No, sir. मैं गया नहीं हूँ कभी झारखंड.
मतलब आप बोल रहे हैं ना कि मैं झारखंड से हूँ.
नहीं सर, मैंने बोला मैंने गया नहीं है झारखंड.
अच्छा.
हाँ,
नहीं, सही है सर.
I am from Bangalore.
ओके. बैंगलोर तो बहुत डेवलप सिटी है सर. हमारा झारखंड तो खाली कोयला मिलेगा हमारे यहाँ.
इसको
रेशियो देख लीजिए सर. रेशियो देख लीजिए सर. 10 से 10.5% हमारे ही बिहार के ही और झारखंड के ही निकलते.
इसको देयर इज अ टर्म, इसको रिसोर्स कर्स बोलते हैं बेसिकली. वी विल डिस्कस इट इन जीएस पेपर 3. So coming to this algorithm, I have someone from Ranchi. मेरा एक बेस्ट फ्रेंड है, रांची से है वो, एंड उसका घर है ना MS धोनी है ना, उसके बगल में है. So you will tell me.
ओ लालपुर में.
Sir, actually, I thought you will say that is MS Dhoni.
MSD, right? Ranchi से.
Yeah.
Right. ठीक है. So this algorithm, it helps us. एक हमको this gives us a framework to write better answers. ये क्या है? तो ICR में identify the theme. Team को identify करना है, right? That is, here what you will do is you will use the same keywords question में जो है उसको आप introduction में इस्तेमाल करोगे, right? For instance, ये preamble के बारे में था, so you must use the term preamble introduction में. The preamble of the Indian Constitution, right? Identify the theme. Keywords को identify करना है and उसको reflect करना है introduction में. What is C? C stands for contextualize. आपको contextualize करना है. That is, add contextualize कैसे कर सकते हो? Contextualize मतलब you have to interrelate it to something else. तभी आपका आंसर रिच दिखेगा. रिच दिखाना है आपको आंसर को, राइट? कैसे contextualize करोगे आप? You will add a historical or philosophical और current affairs का context. You will add context, add कर रहे हो. That is, example लेते हैं, right? The preamble was drafted in the backdrop of India's freedom struggle, right? You're contextualizing history का, आप history का interlinkage कर रहे हो इधर, right? And it reflected something. It reflected democratic aspirations. अभी तक हम democracy नहीं थे, तो our leaders thought we should add the democratic features in the preamble and the constitution. So this is contextualizing. This makes your answer rich, introduction rich, and you can this is copied for the entire answer. Okay, this algorithm. Then establish relevance. Establish relevance. That is, link your introduction to one or more core demand of the question. Core demand of the question. For instance, इसमें importance of preamble they were asking. So you have to tell the importance of the preamble. For instance, the preamble acts as a key card or an horoscope, right, of the constitution. So relevance क्या है, importance क्या है, that one thing you have to establish that relevance. Then engage the evaluator. कैसे, ये सब हम live अभी लिखेंगे, ठीक है. I will write many different types of philosophical introduction, है ना, current affairs introduction, linguistic introduction, dramatic introduction, question based introduction, ये सब हम लिखेंगे आज. तो engage करना है, that is you can use a quote, you can use a fact, you can use an analogy, you can use a question, right, engage करने के लिए. Like for instance, you can write this, like a moral compass, एक moral compass की तरह, like a moral compass, it guides every constitutional provisions, है ना, आप engage कर रहे हो, right. Finally, roadmap. R is for roadmap. That is, you will briefly state what the answer will explore. आगे क्या आ रहा है बॉडी में, वो ब्रीफली एक्सप्लेन करने की कोशिश करोगे आप. तो फॉर इंस्टेंस इसको कैसे लिखे इंट्रोडक्शन में, यू विल से दैट कुछ आइडियल्स है प्रियम्बल में. these ideals are democratic and republic, something like legal significance hai, there is legal significance also, that is the judiciary can use the provisions, right, to pass the legal judgments, या contemporary कुछ relevance है. Now we will try all these things. So in live introduction लिखने में, so all these things है ना, these are you can use, but you will not be using all of them in one introduction. Somewhere or the other you will be using this ICR framework. ICR, identify, theme को identify करना है, contextualize, that is you have to add something else. Juxtaposition इसको बोलते हैं, juxtaposition you have to do. So now what we are doing, I love one cognitive phenomenon which we are trying to do in our organization, that is over analyzing. इससे क्या होता है, when you're analyzing, when you over analyze, right, you start seeing the patterns which very less people will see. These patterns, when it reflects this wisdom जो है ना, when you over analyze, it will reflect in your answers, then you will get bloody good marks in your answers. That's why people say, I give this example in every class, every webinar, every session. They will many people after writing mains, they come outside and say, I had written very good answers, but number ही नहीं मिल रहा है, I'm getting only 70 out of 250. Why? Because you are not doing this. आप ये कर ही नहीं रहे हो. You are not retrieval practice, है ना, consolidation every day you are not doing it. तो guys ये करना है. So let us write some complicated introductions. Easy introductions everyone can write. Let us write some complicated introduction. Let us write
Sir, can you explain? Hello.
What shall I explain?
Hello. Sir, am I getting properly or not? Hello.
One second.
Yeah. I hope I'm getting my voice.
You're not getting my voice?
No. I think am I? Hello.
Yes,
is my voice audible, sir?
Very much audible, Bhagat.
Yeah, fine. Sir, can you please explain me the last thing you have said? Like, because I got disconnected from due to internet issues.
Sure.
Yeah. You said something like patterns and something wisdoms and patterns. If I'm not wrong.
No. I will do that.
Okay, fine. That will be good.
Now you were asking about this thing, the roadmap, right?
Yeah. Yeah. This thing. Last thing. Yeah.
Roadmap.
There only got disconnected.
In roadmap, what you will do, Bhagat? In roadmap, you are actually saying what you are setting a platform.
Okay.
In future, that is in the body.
Okay.
What will be the tone of your answer? About what you will explain, right? For instance, if you are writing an introduction, you are saying that India what we can say, India, it was a newly independent country, and it was 1 second, guys. uh, I'll take this call. Hello, Shraddha, can I call you? I'm taking the live class, Shraddha. I'll call you post 10:30. Sorry, I'm really sorry for that, guys. So आपको ये करना है, इंडिया, इंडिया क्या था, इंडिया was fragmented, right? India was fragmented by caste, class, and it had colonial trauma as well, right? Hence, preamble. Okay, let us write this as we are writing sociological different types of introductions we are seeing now. What are the different type of introductions you can write? So the first one would be, we are going little bit advanced stage here, quite advanced, right? Usually that's what we are doing, over analyzing. We are going little bit advanced, different types of introduction. The first type of introduction, I'll answer that question, Bhagat, by using this concept, psychological
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
societal lens, right? That is, in this we are trying to take building nation बिल्डिंग साइकोलॉजी को इस्तेमाल करेंगे इस इंट्रोडक्शन को लिखने के लिए. यहां हम लिखेंगे a newly independent India, newly independent India, and it was fragmented by caste, class, and colonial trauma था. That is why the preamble acted like a shared, this is the symbol for psychology actually, so psychological contract. That is, it gave citizens a sense of unity and moral clarity. So that is why what we did here is we have written a very rich introduction. The importance of preamble, what it did, preamble, it acted like a shared psychological contract. That is, it gave emotional trust. We the people of India, right? The people of India, we the people of India, we are making this constitution. It was the utility of the introduction of the preamble. So now this is the roadmap. Now we have told the evaluator that we are writing in our body, we are writing what kind of sociological contract, psychological contract, what kind of unity, what kind of moral clarity it gave. Now we have told moral clarity, it gave sense of unity, right, for a fragmented India. So now evaluator is interested, he has used some terms. Let us see, well, will this aspirant bring these terms and explain these terms in the body? This is the roadmap. So these such small nuances, right, small things we have to keep in mind. So now in the body part you will talk about what type of sense of unity it gave, what moral clarity it gave, the preamble, right? Unity, integrity of the country, it is talking about integrity, it is talking about justice, it is talking about liberty. Wow, now Indians, we were under the British, now suddenly we are getting some sort of liberty, that is great. So this is a sense of unity, right? So these things you will talk in the body, and you are not talking all these things in the introduction, you are just setting up. आगे बात करूंगा, बॉडी में मैं बात करूंगा. So this is the roadmap. Okay, Bhagat?
Sir, I got it. Sir, got it. Sir, no, one more thing, sir.
Sure.
Sir, can we use this way to make our notes? Like when we take preamble in a point of in the point of mains, we can take like making some kind of introductions as a key point to
Yes.
key point. Like I didn't hope you got it right.
Yes.
I
So
didn't
how
get it.
we will make notes? So there is one pager notes, or there is two pager notes. Initially we want you to do the two pager notes, right? Toppers say they will do one pager notes. You will be start doing the one pager notes only post mains. Now you will be doing two pager notes for each topic. For each topic you will be doing two pager notes. So here definitions, two definitions, uh, body may few dimensions, right? Few dimensions, like many dimensions will be there. The importance of the preamble, the criticisms of the preamble, key terminologies used in the preamble, comparative analysis of the preamble, some in body importance, or two to three importance, two to three criticisms, right? And some quotations, quotes, and some judgments, and some current affairs. Like this, will make two pager notes, and you will revise it multiple times. Once all this is done, you will start writing answers. Writing answers. Okay, Bhagat?
Yes, sir. Got it, sir. Got it, sir.
Okay.
Sir, okay, sir. If I'll take notes with regards to this, but when I get some doubts on this, I'll definitely get you, sir. And one
Yes.
more thing to ask, sir. Which is your number, sir? I mean, like,
Pardon, I didn't get you.
yeah, for asking doubts via call, which number should I call, sir?
My number. Chitra ma'am,
Yeah.
kindly give Bhagat sir my number.
Yes, sir.
Kindly give Bhagat my number.
Yes, sir. I'll share it.
Okay, okay,
Actually,
sir.
he's
I'll get it from him.
there in the group. I'll check once again, sir.
Okay. And you can call me, right?
Okay,
If I'm very busy, I will not pick it up, but within few minutes I will call you back.
okay, sir. No, no.
Okay. And I'm accessible
Thanks.
24/7. You guys can call me. No issues at all. Okay. So another type of introduction which you can, there are several types of introduction. Let me take something very interesting. Uh, Let us take this second type of introduction which you can try. So these are all philosophical introduction, current affairs based introduction, data based introduction. You know all this, right? So we are taking something different types of introduction. Let us take a cultural, civilizational lens. That is the best thing we can do, is a cultural, civilizational type of introduction. When you're writing, you can link it with the ancient ethos, with the modern state. Ancient ethos with the modern state, you can link. Like let's write an introduction to the question, the importance of preamble. You can write the values enshrined in the preamble, that is justice, fraternity, equality, are not foreign impositions, because we became independent just then, and we several members in the constituent assembly debates said that this is just a copy paste of the British constitution particularly. So but it is not foreign impositions, but it echoes India's own civilizational ethos, found in the text of Upanishads and the teachings of Buddha. It bridges the ancient wisdom with the modern legal state. So what I'm saying is, the point we are trying to put across is, you have to practice writing like this, right? And the more important thing, you should not write mediocre intros, right? Try to discover uh, new ways of writing introductions. Okay, so now let us you can, one more I want to discuss, that is question. This is very few people are talking about. This is very brand new type of introduction writing, question based introduction. You're asking a question, right? You can write like this: to this question: what defines the moral and ideological direction of a nation? For India, it is the preamble, right, which outlines the collective goals of society. Quite interesting way of writing introduction. What defines the moral and ideological direction of a nation? For India, it is the preamble, which outlines the collective goals of the society. It fits in the word limit, and that person who is checking somewhere between 50 to 70 copies, not that much, of course, some 20 to 50 copies is checking every day, and he reads this introduction, that evaluator, and feels like, wow, that haha moment. You should fill your answer scripts with these haha moments, that wow moments. So this is one one new way of writing an introduction. So now let's go to the your answers, what you guys have written. Let us check it. Pranshu, let's see. Pranshu has written: preamble is the identity card of the constitution, which describes the aspirations of the people of India, its essence of ideals like it as, rather it should have, you should have written it as the essence. It's the essence. Okay, it's the essence of ideals like fine, grammatically right. Fine, fine. I won't give marks today, but I will say, if you are doing anything wrong, I will say this is a good introduction only. You can write this introduction. Not bad at all. Very good. Okay, let's go further. Vijay sir, let's see what Vijay has written. Preamble consists of core values of Indian constitution, which includes basic structure. It is also known as introduction or index of the constitution. I see some continuity or continuity issues, the tonal issues in this introduction. So it is trying to say three different things. It is known as introduction or index of the Indian constitution. It consists of core values of Indian constitution, which includes the basic structure. And I saw this in Pranshu's answer as well. Let us see. Preamble is the identity code of the constitution, which describes the aspirations of the people of India. It's the essence of ideals. This is a little bit of okay, but here what is happening is, you're telling some things. Fine, it is okay. It's not bad at all. It's a good introduction only. But in the body, you have to write about basic structure now, right? If you are introducing a term like basic structure, very good, out of the box. Not many people will bring in basic structure. You have done that, but in the body also you have to explain this. And here as well, in the first introduction, it describes the aspirations of the people. It's the essence of ideals like democracy and justice. And if you don't mention about the democracy and justice in the body part, it looks out of tone, right? It looks out of tone. That is what we were discussing here. Let me go to that. I see here. It should, that road, firstly that roadmap should be there. New terms you are establishing. You're talking about democracy and all. You are talking about basic structure in that. Then now in the answer, in the body of the answer, you have to mention about that. That is the importance, right? Okay, fine. Let's go further. Good introduction. Two good introductions so far. Two decent introductions. Okay, how do I read this? Okay, I'll just tilt my head. The preamble of the Indian Constitution is made out of the core principles of Constitution, which is inspired by US Constitution. Very good comparative. The index, it is the being the index, it has many importance as follows. Very good, very good. You are established. You brought a very good. Just can you just mute yourself? Okay, okay.
Sorry, sorry, sir.
No issues, no issues. Don't worry. This is a good introduction. I'll tell you why. So you are. This is
Actually,
basic.
I thought that was too mediocre, sir.
No, it's a good introduction only because the reason being, you have brought one very important aspect in defining in the introduction. I forgot. I didn't forget. I just skipped it because we cannot discuss too many things. Let us go down. Okay. The fourth type of writing an introduction is sorry. The fourth type of writing an introduction is comparative introduction. Comparative. Okay. Your let us write an introduction. I will write the entire like a model answer. It would of course uh, be over the word limit, but let us try to write. How do I write it? Okay. Okay, we can write it like this. Unlike comparative introduction, like Bhagat wrote, unlike the US, where the preamble holds symbolic weight, right? It is just an introduction in the US Constitution. In India, it has been invoked in landmark judgments to protect the spirit of constitutional morality. Now, there are few things to understand in this question. Comparative introduction, you're talking about the US Constitution, where the preamble has symbolic weight, right? But in India, it has been invoked in various landmark judgments to protect the spirit of constitutional morality. You can look at this term, constitutional morality, very important. We had discussed this, what is constitutional morality and all, and this we are comparing, and this is quite rich. We have brought in new dimension, constitutional morality, which of course we should be discussing in the body part when we brought it here, right? And unlike the India has been invoked in various landmark and which are those judgments, we have to discuss those as well. So Bhagat has used this comparative way of writing an introduction. The preamble of IC is made out of the core principles of constitution, which is inspired by US Constitution. Yes, that is true. The preamble has been inspired from the US Constitution. Uh, Being the index, it has many importance which are as follows. Now he is directly going to the importance. Okay. Yes, it is also a good introduction. Let's go further. Um, it is Manasa. Manasa has written the preamble of the IC is the reflection of ideals that the constitutional makers wanted India to be of, wanted India to have. Okay, thought it was, though it was, it is should be though it was adopted lately or post the entire constitution has been adopted, though it was adopted lately, it helped Indian constitution to go in hand with its ideals evolving, like having basic structure doctrine. So yes, it could have been simplified, right? It could have been simplified. Just like what happens is, when the evaluator is reading this introduction, I think you guys are hearing the barking of the dogs. I'm sorry about that. So when the evaluator is reading the introduction, you should not feel agitated, right? You should feel it, wow, what a smooth introduction. You should feel that it is, some ideas are very good in this, right? It is reflection of the ideals of the constitutional makers wanted India to have of. That is exactly what the preamble is. It was basically it was inspired from the objectives resolution passed by Jawaharlal Nehru ji So though it was adopted lately, could have been framed better grammatically. It helped Indian constitution to go and with the ideals evolving, like having basic structure doctrine. She's talking about what what utility the preamble uh, had later on in the history of India, modern history of India, post independent history of India, right? So I like this idea, but it could have been framed in better manner. But this is a good introduction. This is a good introduction. If we ignore the grammatical few mistakes, Monica, the preamble of the Indian IC is not just a mere introduction. Okay, good. It is a profound. Why it is cut? Okay, I can no, I cannot go. It is cut. I think.
So can you
Okay, okay.
minimize?
I'm really
Yeah,
sorry.
I mean,
I'm really sorry. Now I can see the entire thing. The preamble of the IC is more than just a mere introduction. Okay, now it sounds good. It is a profound statement which encompasses the essence of nation's aspirations. Okay, by proclaiming justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity, it reflects our nation's motto as it outlines the fundamental principles, values, and objectives. Okay, okay, a good introduction. Okay, she's saying it is not mere an introduction, but it is the which encompasses essence of nation's aspirations. Okay, so she's saying something here, and she will expand it, write more about it in the body. Fine. By proclaiming justice, okay, it reflects nation's motto as it outlines the fundamental principle. Okay, fine, 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 fine. More than a decent introduction. Okay. So I think that was it. Good introduction, Monica. Everyone has written very good introductions. Fine, you guys have understood the essence of what we're trying to do here. Now, let us go to the question number 2. So I want to discuss one more thing. If you want to quantify further how to frame better introductions, we have some marking scheme as well. Of course, we don't know the UPSC's marking scheme. Not about the, I'm talking about the body, because now we will be writing a body. So I want to give it beforehand. Criteria. So if it is a 10 marker, we would give 7 marks out of 10 marks for the body, right? 10 marker. 1.5, not 1.5, 1 mark for introduction, 1 mark for conclusion, and 1 mark for something good presentation, you do a diagram, good quote you wrote, for something like that, for the X factor of the answer. So this is how because we don't know the marking scheme of UPSC, so we have made up marking scheme by ourselves, and marks allotted. Okay, so the criteria, uh, the content, what's happening? Okay,
Sir, Manasa has raised hand. She has some query.
okay, please go ahead, Manasa.
no, sir. It's by mistake. Like some because of the device, it got stuck and it was clicked. So I'm so sorry about that.
No, you not be sorry. You guys can interrupt me. Just ask me the question directly. Don't raise your hands and all. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So the content, relevance, and accuracy. Relevance and accuracy. You're giving a content, and this content you're writing very rich content, but it is not matching the demand of the question. Then you'd get less marks. So for this, we want to allocate 2 marks. And multi-dimensional coverage. Multi-dimensional coverage. Now we will write this answer. No, you will understand what is the political dimension, economic dimension, socio-cultural dimension, right? Philosophical dimension, psychological dimension. All these dimensions should be reflected in your answers. For that, we would give 1.5 marks. The clarity and structure. The evaluator should not feel it. you should not stop there and see what, and you should not try to figure it out what they have written, right? It should be very clear, very structured, right? So for this we give 1 mark. And use of,
Sir,
yes, yes.
yeah, sir. Yeah, sir. When you're speaking about clarity and structure, when you look through in my answers, my handwriting is a little bit small. I feel like, is it okay or should I make it bolder or something like?
Regarding your handwriting,
Yeah, of course, sir.
what do you feel about your handwriting?
Yeah, I feel like it's a bit small.
Smaller. So one thing about handwriting,
Yeah.
and I think even Pranshu was asking this the same other day. Uh, Pranshu's question was, should I the speed versus handwriting? I will share that topper's answer copy script with you. Very poor handwriting, poor but legible. He was a topper. He scored very well, decent score, top 100 rank. So based on this, we can understand that handwriting plays a role. It does play a role, because the evaluator should not feel agitated. It plays a role, but it should be more important, it should be legible. The most important thing is the speed. 20 out of 20 questions you should touch, you should write. So you can sacrifice that handwriting. Otherwise, two things you cannot do, right? Both speed, both completing 20 out of 20 questions, and very good handwriting, you cannot do. So decent handwriting. So what we have observed is, like, instead of like writing like this, clarity, if you little bit stretch it, no, clarity, you can write it little bit faster, like this. Instead of writing structure, if you're writing structure bit faster, and it looks legible, the legibility factor increases a bit by few percentage points. So like this techniques you have to find yourself, and we will discuss all these techniques. We know we have made a list out of these techniques. In the future hackathons we will discuss these, but right now I'm your all your handwritings are decent, it's good, but speed you have to improve. And if you're writing too small, too big, right, bad handwriting, doesn't make any sense, for me at least. I don't know what's the marking scheme of UPSC. All you should do is legible, easily. This is the thing. So let's see let's see in future may what changes, other changes you can make.
Okay.
Okay. So clarity and structure, I'll give 1 marks. And most important things which many people ignore is use of keywords. This is the lesson today. We will, once you write the answer, we will discuss this use of keywords and certain terminologies, nologies. For this as well, zero 0.5 marks we would give in our marking scheme. Then if you're doing some examples, certain diagrams, case studies, etc., for that as well, 0.5 marks. And the depth of analysis you're providing. Are you writing a mechanical answer, right? Or originality? That's what we did, right? We try to discover an original OG method of introduction writing, that is a question based, question format mein, right? So OG, some sort of original. This is the way, this is the thing, right? This is the process. You have to find your originality, find out new things, how it can be done when you're not studying mechanically. No, you should not do. You should think, you should deliberate on the things which you have studied. You have to think, you have to walk. That's what they say, no, a walking man is a thinking man, a walking woman is a thinking woman. When you're taking walks, of course, in a safe place, you have to think about these things. What new thing I can bring? This is the thing. This is the analytical skills we have to develop. So originality, 0.5 marks again. So this is how, plus we would also give 0.5 bonus in the marks if a student uses a fresh lens of analysis. For example, we're talking about gender, you're talking about cultural aspects, cultural ethos. In a polity answer, you're talking about culture. Ah, we like it, we love it. You're talking about Upanishads. You're talking about Buddha, right? And comparative, just what Bhagat did, comparative, right? We love it. So this is all based on us. We don't know whether UPSC follows this or not. We don't know. Nobody knows that, right? So this is the question. What should be the next question? Is we have questions somewhere. Let me check where it is. So I'm very unorganized. Okay, we have the question. Question number 2. Question is the question is describe the urban planning of the Indus Valley civilization. Here, what you should do. Don't write the introduction.
Sir, yeah, we want to do only body, sir, right?
Absolutely right. Only the body.
Yeah.
Only the body. And this is a 10 marker. So you might write from 4 points to 8 points. It is left to you. Right. And what we check in the answer, I have already explained above. So 10 marker, only the body, or it's tight. Don't think anything else, just write it. We will take 6 minutes for it. I will put the timer, then only start. Please allow me the time to put the timer. So we have to change this. How to change this? Okay. Guys, I think you can begin. Sorry, I did 10 minutes, right? I should have done 6 minutes. Guys, I'm audible, right? Let's stop it. Let us now discuss about it. Hope my screen is visible and my voice is audible. So there are few things which you have to take care. The rule book, right, or the algorithm for better body writing. Let us do that today. Then let us write some body, some different types of body to this question. Then let us look at what you guys have written. Okay. So what we are looking at, what does a very good body look like? Right. The rule book, body writing, rule book. The first one. Follow the directive word. Follow the directive. See this. Not all people follow the directive, but if you're following it is good. What is this directive word? If it is they're asking you to describe or explain, what you do here, focus on the facts, because you're describing, right? Focus on the facts plus some features, plus or otherwise how it works, how the drainage system of the Harappa works. So these things, the facts, you're actually explaining the features and not the describing them itself. Otherwise, if the directive is discuss or examine, you provide, you're discussing, right? When you're discussing or you're debating, you're something examining. Imagine uh, uh, right, like a magnifying glass you're holding and something examining something. What you do the analysis, right? You do the analysis. How? By writing the pros and cons. Otherwise you're writing different dimensions, the socio-political dimensions, right, when it is discussed or examined. And when it is about evaluate or analyze or critically analyze, you go one step further, one step further, and you provide the judgments. You provide some your own judgment you're providing, right? So you're providing some of the flaws you're talking about, some evolutions, some new dimensions you're trying to bring. So we'll discuss this, how do we do this. Okay. But most importantly, this is the directives you should know, right? And not okay. These directives you should know. The second component is structure. Structure each point like a mini paragraph. When we are telling you have to structure it like a mini paragraph. How do you do it? How do you do it? Okay. Begin with a clear subheading or a key phrase, right? Then follow it with 1 to 2 lines of explanation. This is how a paragraph looks like, a mini paragraph, right? Now wherever the word limit, time limit is permitting, you add certain examples, add certain data, case studies, wherever it is possible. Structure it like a mini paragraph, right? Structuring we are talking about. Now the most important component, which will actually fetch you some good marks. Cover multi-dimensional aspects. cover multi-dimensional aspects, as in you have to talk about, okay. So for instance, if you're talking about political aspects, you have to talk about the government, the power structure, right? Different multi-dimensional economic. So writing about trade, production, distribution. Similarly, societal, culture, values, religion, customs, environmental or geographic dimension, the location itself, you can draw the location itself, the resources, the present in that location, technological tools, innovation. So multi-dimensional answers you have to, multi-dimensional way in, you have to write in the body part. We're talking only about the body part now. Then the fourth important tool in your rule book is use crisp numbered points. Again, this is violated many times by the toppers themselves, right? They don't have one best way of answer writing, है ना? But these are some of the points we can use to enrich our answer. 5 to 7 points in a 10 marker, right? And 7 to 9 points in a 15 marker. What we suggest, avoid in paragraph blocks. If you're writing in paragraph, it will take up too many words and you won't be able to write many dimensions. You have to write many dimensions. So write in bulleted format or numbered format. Then these are some of the things. Then further, you can uh, logical flow. Logical flow should be there. Again, we'll see what is this logical flow. Then diagrams, flow charts, timelines, all these things you can add. Now let us write different. So we understood now how the body should look like. We have some idea. Now let us write the body for this question. Right. Let us take one dimension and in that dimension only I will write. So what was the question now again? The question was the key features. The question was the key features. Let us write the question. Key features of the urban planning. I won't write the answers which usually everyone writes. So let us like the purpose of this class is to generate new sort of wisdom. So we can only do that by going into an uncharted territory. We will do that only. So I will instead of writing key features in a very normal way, which is an answer fetching way as well, like key features of urban planning include grid based city layout, advanced drainage system, standardized building materials, which you already know, and it will fetch you good marks as well if you do that. So let us see some different dimensions, different types of bodies itself. Let us see. The first type of body itself is, let me write it from a technological lens. Technologia. Technological lens. Let me write. Okay. I will focus on the of engineering of the IBC, on the materials used, on the innovations, certain innovations, key features, right? They're talking about the urban planning itself. So in urban planning, what happened? I'm talking about that. So the first key feature I would like to talk about is the bricks. Let's talk about bricks. So instead of just writing bricks, that's what we said, right? Use better phrases, right? We talked in the marking scheme. If you're using some better phrases, right, new original phrases, so you'll be getting that 0.5 marks. So use of baked bricks. And what is they used standardized kiln fired bricks, which provided durability, durability and uniformity across all settlements. How do you like this? Right, we are writing it in a very formal way, like this you have to write. Okay, covered drainage system, we know that we will talk something which very few students will talk, water management. And you need not do follow this, guys. You can write the straightforward basic. In search of writing, I have to, perfection is the enemy in answer writing, right? In UPSC preparation itself, perfection is the enemy. I will write the best. No, satisficing. We always satisficing, just enough, just about enough, right? So we are just over analyzing and trying to figure out how can you enrich your answers. Water management, individual homes had wells. Urban planning we are talking about, guys. Bathrooms and soak pits. And it shows what it shows: an advanced domestic water system, right? Again, you can talk about the dockyard design of Lothal. Very few aspirants will talk about what they did, right? So that's why it's all about content, how you prepare your content and how you revise your content. So we are talking only from the technological point of view. Dockyard design, you can write. We're talking about Lothal, right? What happened in the dockyard design? Use of sluice gates and channels for water. Let me go down. For water regulation, which shows maritime engineering. So this is the way. Very formal, like an Hindu or Indian Express editorial. You have to try to write. Okay, guys. So you can write it in a socio-political lens as well, and environmental geographical lens. One more we'll write, and let us come back. And we are writing from environmental geographic lens, the body. Here we are talking about the location itself, the sustainability, the resource use, right? Like the riverine locations, the the settlements near rivers like Indus, Ghaggar, Accra, right? It supported agriculture and trade. The urban features we are talking, but trade is an urban feature, right? We are talking about that. One more interesting point: sunlight and wind considerations. In Upinder Singh, they specify book on ancient and medieval India. They specify about this, right? The buildings were aligned to optimize airflow and reduce heat in arid zones. Again, good urban feature, right? And then you can talk about water harvesting, settlement layout, like this from a multiple point of view, economic lens. If you don't want to do all these things, the simple way, the good old way of fetching marks. Again, this will fetch you marks as well, like the grid based city layout. Cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro were planned in a grid pattern, What is this grid pattern with streets intersecting at right angles? Right. You can talk about it. And it reflect what it is. It reflected advanced civil engineering. Fine. So let's write one more point and let's go to your answers. Advanced drainage system, standardized building materials, zoning of the cities, right? This is an, see the terms we are using, zoning of the cities. That's what I'm saying. Knowledge gap नहीं है, knowledge utility gap है. उसको कैसे इस्तेमाल करना है, how we are utilizing whatever you have studied. So all these things you have to sit and think about it. You have to deliberate about it. You have to brainstorm about it, right? What are the better phrases I can use, right? So like this, that is 2-pager notes. In these 2-pager notes, mechanically you should not do, right? What toppers said and toppers बोलते हैं 2 pages notes बनाना है, mechanically नहीं बनाना है, right? You have to think about all these things. That you have to bring your OG style, original style. Zoning of the cities, like the citadel, that is in bracket you can write fortified eye areas, housed, क्या था इसमें citadel में, housed public buildings, while the lower town was residential. Suggesting, ये क्या suggest कर रहा है? Suggesting socio political hierarchy. So something different we brought this term socio political hierarchy. People would have stopped here, right? It was a residential and ऊपर में citadel में public buildings थे. And also you can add one more term to make it interesting, and spatial zoning. है ना, बहुत formal लग रहा है ना, it looks cool, it looks good. So like this you will write, guys, and as you can see, very structured, like mini paragraphs, है ना. So like this you can write. Now let us go to what you guys have written. Bhagat Shakti, let us see. Describe the urban planning of the IVC. Urban planning of the IVC. Storied buildings with courtyards. Standard. Your handwriting pretty good, Bhagat. You need not increase or decrease anything. The font size, it is very good, very readable, very much legible, and very good. Nothing to improve as well. We can very easily legible, understandable. The evaluator will not feel any type of agitation while reading. So
Okay, so thanks, sir. Thanks.
yeah, okay. So describe the urban planning of IVC. Urban planning of IVC, storied buildings with courtyards, right? Standard weights and measurements, right? Roads, cutters. Yeah, all right points, all the right points. But you could have made it a little more interesting. That's what we discussed so far, right? Let's go for
Yeah, got it, sir. Got it.
Okay.
Got it, sir. Got it.
Okay. So Pranshu, let's see what Pranshu has written. The urban planning of Indus Valley civilization. Okay, great. This is what we were talking. The structure, make it like mini paragraphs. The grid pattern, streets were cutting at right angles like a grid pattern. The map, this it matches the present day. Oh, wonderful, brilliant. This is what we want. That examples, contemporary examples you are using. Your they say no interlinkage hona chahiye. This is the interlinkage. Citadel and lower town, western part was raised, citadel and residential, okay. Burnt bricks, it was superior to Egypt in this case, where what, mind blowing. This is where you get marks actually. This is what you should do. You are writing the same things, right? That the grid pattern, you are writing about the burnt bricks. This is what we were talking about so far. Interlinking you are doing, new dimension you are bringing in. Wonderful. Advanced drainage system, each house connected to the streets, okay. Good answer. Very good. This is Prancho again. Again, diagram. Very nice diagram. Diagram she is using. So that where the game lies in UPSC mains, to fetch that 0.5 marks to 1 mark in every answer. Right. Imagine at least in 10 questions you are getting that 1 mark extra. That is 10 marks. If you're getting some 90, you're getting 100. Deciding your rank, whether you get IAS or IPS, your entire career it decides. So go little bit further, push it little more, right? Draw these diagrams, use those codes, try to bring in different dimensions as well. Water management, these are reservoirs, well, okay, for ritual. Good answer, I liked it. Bhagat has continued. Sorry, okay. This has Bhagat is again writing the features as being modernized than most of the places in the country. These early people are well modernized and well structured. Their places. This shows their scientific commitment on their planning. Okay, structurally it could have been better. I wanted more structure here, like mini paragraphs. I wanted it.
Okay, sir. Next time I'll follow it.
Okay, okay. So Manasa, let's see, Manasa again. I can see that structure. I wanted this structure. Very good, well structured. Fine. Describe the urban planning of IBC. Key features. I did not read as well, right? I understood here written grid patterns, division, drainage and sanitation. Uh, what is this place? Public places and other. So I can see. Okay, she has covered some dimensions as well. So this is how you should write. The structure should look like this. The streets are rectangular and spaced equidistant on either side. Division. Okay, I need not read at all. This is good. Example she has given. Lothal, dockyard. Nice. Decent answer. Didn't fetch you marks. Wonderful. Wonderful. You guys are learning. You guys are learning. Very good. So I think this is the last one. Okay. Wonderful, guys. So this is, so I think we can end here. It's already we are almost at the 2 hour mark. Thank you, guys. And tomorrow as well, daily we will be having classes. If it is even for 30 minutes, tomorrow we'll continue with your geography. Geography mein thoda pending hai. We will cover a lot of topics tomorrow in geography. Right. So, guys, do you have any questions? Anything to say? Anything to tell?
Sir, I have a thing to tell, sir.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay. Please go ahead.
Shall I? Sir, I have to. I should be grateful to you and Chitra ma'am, sir. Actually, um, yeah, definitely. Within few days, I've been like, I'm not long term person with you. I mean, like, I don't know you long time. Like some other members or co-mates like Pranshu and all. But in these small days, like it's in, it's I think it's in a week.
Yes.
Yeah, you people get to know very much, and especially I should praise Chitra ma'am on with regards to this. She is literally a kind of mom. I don't know. Sorry, Chitra ma'am is there means man. You should. I should be.
You're being very kind, Bhagat. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.
One important.
You literally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah. You literally named what mom is. That's where that's where Chitra ma'am is.
One
Hello.
one
Yeah.
trivia about Chitra ma'am is Chitra ma'am has not taken leave 1 day leave till today. She works on
Yeah.
Sundays as well. She sleeps after 12 a.m., 12 nights, and she wakes up at
Okay.
5 a.m. in the morning to wake you guys up. That's what Chitra ma'am is
Yeah.
doing
She
today.
is literally a kind of mom, sir. I mean, like you are. Chitra ma'am is literally second mom. Actually.
Chitra ma'am is
Thanks, ma'am. Thanks.
not only mom, she is grandmom for us.
Yeah.
Sir, I also feel the same, sir.
So, sir, thank you.
Chitra ma'am, take
Yeah.
all the credit
Thanks.
away for yourself. Don't leave anything for us.
I know, sir.
No, thank you so much, Bhagat.
Thanks.
This
Thanks,
this
sir.
this motivates us like anything, right? Motivates us. We will bring
Yeah.
new
Yeah.
things, and we will do more than our 100%. We will do.
And one more thing to say, sir. Chitra ma'am brought me a big trust on this exams and this mentoring, sir. I think.
She she's something
Yeah.
else. She's something else,
Yeah.
isn't she?
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Thanks, sir. Thanks.
Thank you
Also,
so.
sir, like I want to say one thing that like in my entire life till now, so like I haven't find anyone which I can term as guru, as like ancient times students used to say this. So in modern times we are not able to find teachers like that. But I guess I will find it here. Like I'm already finding it here.
We will just bow our head in gratitude, and we will
Exactly.
strive more. We will strive more. We will do more. We will provide everything we can to make you guys successful. That's our mission, guys, and we will not sleep.
Thanks, sir. Thanks.
We will sleep
Thanks.
very less. We will
Thanks,
work
sir.
very, very hard. That's our
Thanks, sir. Thanks.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you,
Sir.
sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mansa. Thank you, Chitra ma'am. Bye, guys. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir.
Okay.